CJ Stander, our own George-born Irish international and British Lion rugby player, was in George on holiday after the grueling Lions tour to New Zealand. I caught up with him at his parents' farm in Geelhoudboom. Hello CJ, are you currently in South Africa on holiday?
Yeah, I got a few weeks off after the tour to New Zealand. So I'm traveling around between Bloemfontein and on a farm for a week and a half, and then to Cape Town for a few days to go see some family. And then
CJ, did you grow up here in the Southern Cape, and where did you go to school?
yeah, I was born in George, and I was raised in George in Blanco, and then we moved to the farm when I was 12. But I went to high school in Oakdale.
Fantastic. Okay, tell me, how old were you when you started playing rugby, or where the love from rugby came from?
Yeah, I was about between 6 and 7. I was in Blanco Primary, as I just said earlier, and I started with athletics when I was in school, and my coach Boris Barnard, he had a big love for rugby and just sport in general, and he said to me, look, I think you're a good size and you would love the game of rugby, so he pushed me in there.
And what made you decide to go overseas to further your rugby career?
So I moved from Oakdale. I went straight to the Blue Bulls in Pretoria, and I had a great time there, played a lot, and got to a point in my career where I needed to make a decision where people felt that I was a bit small for the game. At that stage, just playing flanker, I needed to move to hooker, and I just felt that there's something else out there for me, and the chance to came up to play for Munster, and that was really the last resort for me. So I took that, and I've never looked back, really.
Fantastic. If they tell you you are small, then I don't know what then I'm a midget. CJ, I just want to ask you, how did the different countries, European countries that makes up the Lion team, how did they gel?
Yeah, I think the type of team and the players I picked, they knew that they would gel from week one. I think we had a lot of team activities where we needed to work together and work with different boys from different countries. And I think a guy like James Haskell and Rory Best, they made an atmosphere where everyone enjoyed it and just made it enjoyable off the training pitch, and sorted out dinners and nights where we could go out as a group and had dinner together and just go to training the next day and to go and enjoy it.
What do you think about South African rugby at the moment?
I think they're picking up their form, and I think they had a good series against France, and I think it shows when the Lions can show everyone that if you play for each other and you play for the game and you want to leave the jersey in a better place, then you can make a difference. And I think that's probably the way they're going to start playing. And the players need to concentrate on what they can do on the pitch and not really worry about off the pitch stuff. And I think everyone in that jersey at the moment works hard, and if they can just keep up that momentum and that way of thinking and playing, I think then they'll pick up the game again, and then the Springboks will be at a level that they can be up there and beat and win New Zealand, And I think they've realised that, and I think the coaching staff and everyone is backing that way of thinking and playing. And they can only go up from here, so that's also a good thing.
CJ, tell me, is there any chance that you will come back to South Africa to play provincially again here?
I don't think so. I enjoy the Munster tradition and where they came from and what they're doing at the moment, and I feel that I'm part of not just the team. I feel I'm part of the tradition and the history there, and I feel I'm part of the bigger group, And I really enjoy my rugby there, and I enjoy the town I'm living in.
CJ, tell me, what is one of the most proudest moments that you had on the rugby field?
To get my first cap for Ireland was very special. The biggest one for me was beating New Zealand in Chicago. That was something we worked hard to, and we spoke a lot a year previously towards that game, because we knew we had that, and that's the one chance we had to beat the world's best. And I think the stadium takes about 90,000, and I think there was about 70,000 Irish supporters, and I was singing, and you could see people crying. And
they can sing.
Yeah, and it was just a great occasion. So yeah, that was the proudest moment. And then pulling on the British and Irish jersey and getting onto the pitch in the third test and second half, I feel that that is a career high that I probably never will get again. If maybe if I can save myself for 4 years and get the opportunity again, but that is something that I can always look back to and tell my kids and my family I was there in that team and I was involved in that group, and we made history. So those are the 3 special moments.
Fantastic. Tell me, CJ, what advice can you give to any youngster that wants to start playing rugby, or maybe even a life lesson?
I said it to my wife and while we were driving on this weekend. I think no one owes you anything in life. You can't expect to get everything in life or just get an easy ride. People are going to make it difficult for you along the road. People are going to be in your way. People are going to tell you different stuff that you can't do at all and stuff that you can do. You just need to work hard. Make sure that if you go home, or I feel anyway, if you go home after a day's work, doesn't matter what you do, rugby, work, if you are a farmer or you work doesn't matter, as a truck driver, you need to make sure that you've done your work and worked harder than anyone else. So that if you go home, that you can have a feeling in your heart that no one could get close to you what you did today. And if you start tomorrow, you start from new.
I saw a funny thing on YouTube the other day, a skit of an advertisement that you did, and you delivered pizzas to people. Yeah. And their reactions were quite, they were amazed. So how did you feel doing that?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoy doing stuff like that. I think I have a bit of a funny side to me. So look, we went out and people ordered it from the restaurant. It's a delivery company, and I knocked on the door and said, whatever your name is, John, 2 pizzas. And a lot of people recognized me, and they couldn't believe it, and they invited me in to have some food. And I could see, like, this is a family of 4 with 1 pizza. So I said, no, it's fine. And I can't put it out that I eat pizza on TV, so that was a funny part. And there's a few people that didn't recognize me. There's one guy opened the door, and I delivered a pizza, and he even gave me a tip. So I said to him, no, it's fine. You can keep that.
Well, thank you very much that we could, you actually gave us the time to speak to you. All blessings for you in the future with your rugby game and everything you do.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.